Good morning all. So the topic for me is life cycle of an app from idea to monetization. Actually it was from sketch to monetization, but I will be taking a session from idea to monetization, and it will not be in a developer perspective but in a startup perspective. That is, if you have an idea how to make it as a product, take to market, monetize it. Okay. So just to start with Mr. Arbel. He was one of my clients at DBG. I worked for him. And Arbel is the laziest person I ever worked with. If I get an email from him, it will be very short sentences without any punctuation, just because he hates typing. And he wants to build an app to avoid typing and sending message to his girlfriend. He does not want to type. And it is just like all the contacts need to be listed there, and on typing that contact, it should send a yo to that person, and the person will receive a yo, and what he is calling it is contextual messaging. That is, based on what context the person sent, the other person should understand, oh, this might be something that the other person meant. For example, if the girlfriend is receiving a yo in the morning, oh, it's good morning. If it is in the evening, that is, yeah, I reached home. Okay. So just one single screen with contacts listing there and tapping, sending a yo. Will this app be successful? Is it a good app?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see what happened with Yo. Yo became one of the most viral app of all times in App Store. On a single tap, zero character communication tool hit a record of 1 million downloads in 4 days. It became the #1 app in App Store USA in October 2014, and worldwide it was number 4. And it raised 1.2 million funding in just 2 weeks' time. So, don't you guys have such ideas in mind? If a person who is a very lazy person just builds something for himself and he could raise that much money, can't we do that? Okay, so nothing is stronger than an idea whose time has come. So let's start with ideation. So, how many of you have ideas to build mobile app? Okay, good. Very less number. Okay. So, if you have an idea, I will start how to start with. That is, what is the problem that you are trying to solve, and is it a real problem? You have to evaluate it. For example, that is, problems come from our daily life, right? That is, it is just like that is, you went to a medical shop and wanted to purchase medicine, and every time you want to go to that shop and purchase medicine, then you might thought about an idea. Why couldn't I purchase it online? And I can sell that app to the medical store so that they could sell it online. Then went on, created apps for Apple, Android and Windows, and everything is done, and then what happens? Will it be successful? Sure? No. Why? It is just because it is illegal to sell medicine without prescription. So first of all, when you have an idea, you just talk with the people in the industry and understand whether it is right, it is possible, or it is a real problem, or your solution is right. Then what you have to do is like go to App Store, research for similar apps. download it, play with it, and see what exactly is there. If you have an idea and there is another app in the App Store, does it mean that you should not work on it? If there is some app similar to that, does it mean you do not work on it? No. You just need to check what are the strengths and weaknesses of that application and build the solutions that better solutions you can build. If not, WhatsApp might not be that successful. WhatsApp came into existence when there is SMS, all the messenger system, ping, BlackBerry Messenger, everything was there. But they had something unique, right? What was the uniqueness of WhatsApp? SMS, we can send message to all our contacts, but we have to pay for each message. Other messengers, we can send, but only to the contacts who accepted the request, not to contacts in your phone. BlackBerry Messenger or BBM or ping, it actually combines both. You can send it to your contacts as well as you do not need to pay for a message, but still it was platform dependent. BlackBerry Messenger to BlackBerry Messenger. So WhatsApp built an app which was platform independent, where you could send message to all your contacts without paying per message. So that was the success story. So surely if you have an idea, you just need to find a solution. Either your solution should be unique or implementation of the solution should be unique. Now let's start with the life cycle. It is just like plan, design, development, test, launch and support. That is the normal life cycle of a mobile app. So first of all, what you have to do is that get your idea out of your head. So for that, you have to decide what exactly you have to build initially. Normally we shouldn't think of building everything together and go to the market. Instead, look for something minimum viable product or a POC, that is whether it works or not. I suggest to go for MVP. What is an MVP? Prototype. So minimum viable product means viable product, right? It is not like if you want to build a system, it should not be like building one tire first, then sending to the customer, are you happy? No. Second, 2 tires happy? No. It should be like we should build something complete, something that is useful, and then iterate towards what exactly we want to build. That is MVP. Identifying the MVP, just distinguish between must-have and nice-to-have features. Which all are the must-have features? For example, in your must-have features is like just listing the contact. Is just listing the contacts MVP? No, clicking it should send a yo to the other person. Then later on, they build above that. So address just one market segment to start, because keep it smaller. This is a period where you will make a lot of mistakes and you do not want to spoil your all clients. And understand the served and untapped audience, because you should have an audience to tap later when you build a better product. Next one is like building your ideas, blueprint, spec doc, use cases, wireframe, sales model, pricing model, etc. But actually these strategies evolve. Initially, building this is important just because when you want to go for a pitch or submit it to someone, this is required. Then start with wireframing. How many of you are familiar with the term wireframing? Yeah, good. So, what I will be explaining to you is some tools that help you to in each stages. So the best tool for wireframing is pen and paper, because it can easily convert your thoughts to paper. But there are also other wireframing tools. While a lot of wireframing tools available, Ninja, InVision, Marvel, etc. I personally like Marvel just because it is awesome. You can just draw it, take pictures of that, link and play it as a real app in mobile. Click through, and if it is a design comp you are putting, it will feel as if it is a real application. Next one is choose your platform, native or a hybrid. There is a detailed session on that Safil has to take, but still it depends on what sort of application, that is what are your requirements, that's whether you want to use a lot of native features or not, whether you want to have better performance or you want to ship frequently, etc. So once you choose your platform, then design and develop. So coding. Should I explain coding? Okay. So as I said earlier, this is not in a developer perspective. This is to any person who has an idea. Is it possible for me to build an app? So there are a lot of other sites available where you could get it done for very low cost. For example, 99 designs, you want a design, just run a contest there. Tons of people will come up with designs and you just need to pay for the one which you select. Orders can elapse. You can find developers, just go for the right developers. That is, make sure that you go for the best. If somebody has a problem with previous person, then you will surely end up a problem with him. So select the right person, and even if you have a problem, you can get full money back. So get it developed and test it. So as it is mobile, we should have some method to test it. But right now, TestMate was acquired by Apple, and in the App Store itself, beta testing is available. TestMate is another tool. And even if you are not bothered of testing your application yourself, you can get some services like TestSelf and Expeditest. Now, launching. Nothing, launch to App Store or Play Store or whichever platform that you develop, and done, right? So normally everyone has an idea, they start implementing it, launch it to App Store, and then feel like we are done. My application will be downloaded by tons of people, and then I will become rich. Actually, mere submission doesn't guarantee visibility. There are a lot of things that you need to take care. Yeah. So first is to optimize the app for App Store. I think there is another session where you can have a 1 million download without cost, right? There is another session where you will be knowing about it in detail. But optimizing for App Store, first one is like keyword. Because whenever we go and download an app, first we type in some keyword and look at whether the app appears there. And whichever the apps appears, we select one. Based on what? Based on the logo design. Which logo appears good, we click it. And then there will be a description and some screenshots. Which screenshot explains it better? We download that app and try it. So, logo design is the face of your app, and that is something that you have to build first. And rest of the theme and everything should follow. Actually, it is the biggest mistake that people make, that keep the logo design for end. And then keyword optimization. You can identify the right keyword using long tail pro or sensor cover, etc. And even in App Store, if you go and type it, you will get a list of keywords in your domain, and you can optimize it for that and look for the words with high traffic and low competition. Just notice those tools that I mentioned there. Second one is screenshot. Biggest mistake is like taking the screenshots and uploading it. That is directly from the app. You can use apps like LaunchKit or DaVinci apps where you could upload screenshot with description which help the user to understand what exactly the app does, which make them download the app after seeing. Then it is marketing. For marketing, that is, you can start with creating a 1-minute video, having a website, mobile app, PR distribution, then get it listed in application directories or app discovery platforms. Social media activity and a lot of things are there. And target the right users. Do you know what Yo did? How did Yo get 1 million downloads in 4 days? They just used product hunt and similar product discovery app platforms and posted it there. And then there are influencers, that is who write reviews and there will be a lot of followers. They convinced Robert Scope to download and install the app, and he just said that I just got the stupidest but most addicting app ever named Yo. What does it do? Sends friends a Yo. This Facebook message went to 6 lakh followers of him, and slowly all the other online media and others followed it and started writing articles about it. So whenever we have an app, there should be visibility. Even Robert, you can directly contact him through Facebook. Next one is app monetization. So there are a lot of app monetization strategies: paper download, freemium, in-app advertising, in-app purchasing, subscription service. But I'm not a big fan of paper download in India. That is, just as I said, that is in India, people do not download paid app. If it is a paper download app, the revenue model is like a constant monetization, but might not be an optimal revenue stream. But if you are building an app for India, just apply monetization strategies only after gaining a strong user base. Initial thing is like there should be a strong user base, and then only you have to apply any of these strategies. You should have monetization strategies planned initially itself, but applying it should be only after creating a good user base. Else, even if it is ad revenue, there's a lot of ads, frustrate them and they will delete the app. And another important thing is measure and track your app's progress continuously. You can use Flurry, Google Analytics and other analytics tools just to understand what are the faults again. That is, you can get crash reports and resolve it immediately, as well as Flurry helps you to identify that is how your marketing strategies are working, and iterate it based on that and correct it based on that. And next one is like somebody who release an app, then it is done. People forget about those apps. So getting their feedback, iterating it, building betterment of existing features are most priority, and then only add new features and confuse users. Initially you should be building do the betterment of existing features. And marketing, it is not a one-time effort. Now you build a business, you have a lot of customers and you want to scale. There are technology constraints, money constraints, etc. So what will you do? Go for bank loan, then VC. Yeah, because it should not be our sole responsibility, it should be shared responsibility, right? Whatever happens there. So there are ample crowdfunding and seed funding resources available in India, and people are coming towards, rushing towards that, just because they see Leela Group, 600 crore company in 50 years, Flipkart 900 crores in 4 years. So these IT people or mobile app people are overtaking them quickly. So all these people are coming and investing. Right now they are trying to invest. So there are a lot of funding available. If you have the right idea, right product, it is very easy for you to get funding. But identify the right investor. Do not find anyone who comes with the money and take him as an investor. Why? What is the problem there?
So we want to understand the semantics of what is happening on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be always talking about his returns.
Yeah. So we can, that is, if you have co-founder, or if you can fire your employee, you can fire your even co-founder but not your investor. He will be there with you as long as the product is there, and you should allow him to use his nose but not his hands. Let him sense what is happening. That should be the base, that is, sense what is happening and tell you that you should not go in this direction or you should not go in another direction, but he should not put his hand and do things. For example, Zuckerberg, he has only 18% share in Facebook. But through some contractual agreements, he has 54% of voting right. So even he has investors, he played it right way so that whatever whichever place he wants to take it, he can do it. And all these things that I discussed are not rules. There is no rules, hardcore rules there. Flappy Bird, Dong Nguyen, he just created that app and it was viral. So it is not like he did all these things, 4 days, all those strategies and all those things and brought the app, right? And second one is, tone is in your fingers. That is, these are just tools that I mentioned used by successful people. That is whenever they release the app, they use these tools to make the app successful. But even if I give you the keyboard from Air Rahman, when you play it, it will be like yours, right? How much effort you put, how much better how well you utilize the tool gives you the result. It is not the problem with the tool, it is your problem. And an idea is worth nothing until it is implemented. You have a lot of ideas, but it is nothing. You cannot kiss it, you cannot touch it. It needs to be implemented. And where does these ideas come from? How could you identify ideas?
There is no hard fast rule.
Yeah.
Certificate.
Yeah.
Stumble upon.
Yes. For example, when I was coming here, I was just feeling like I like Karimin Pullichada and all those things, and there were a lot of places in Arapi where Karimin Pullichada is there. That is, if there was an app which I will set it as my favorite, and when it comes, hey, Karimin Pullichada, you will have എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എനിക്ക് പോയി കഴിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നത് നല്ലൊരു ആപ്പായിരുന്നല്ലേ. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്കിങ്ങനെ തോന്നും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ഓരോ ദിവസവും തോന്നും ഇന്ന ഒരു സാധനം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ അത് ബെറ്റർ ആയിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പൊ പോലീസ് വഴിയിൽ തടഞ്ഞു നിർത്തുന്നു ഒരു ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ, എന്താണ് അവർ ഈ ബുക്കും പേപ്പറും എപ്പോഴും ചോദിക്കേണ്ട കാര്യമുണ്ടോ? ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൾറെഡി ഇൻ ദ ഡേറ്റാബേസ്. അവർക്ക് ജസ്റ്റ് സ്കാൻ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അറിയാം ഇതിന്റെ എക്സ്പയറി ഡേറ്റ് എന്നാണെന്ന്. ഇത് ഉള്ള ആൾക്കാരാണോ അല്ലയോ? ബട്ട് വാട്ട് ഡു ദേ ഡു? ബുക്ക് പേപ്പർ എടുത്തിട്ട് വേണം പിന്നെ ഒരു 5 മിനിറ്റ് ഓരോരുത്തരുടെയും ചെക്ക് ചെയ്ത് വേണം. So from your daily experiences you find ideas. A lot of ideas you stumble upon every day. Just think about those things, and it doesn't require a huge team or huge amount of money to build an app. That is the difference. And don't sit and wait for someone else to build what you want to see. Just think about it. There is an opportunity there for anyone. Arbel, he was just a lazy person who was sitting at his home and thought of an app and he was able to make it. And there is an opportunity, equal opportunity for everyone to do that. So why couldn't we make a try? So how many of you will try for? Think about ideas. Good. And if you want any support, you can feel free to contact me, and any questions are there, also I will be able to support you on that. That's all.
So how do you become an investor?
Sorry?
You didn't tell again how to become an investor. You told that.
Okay.
But some rules which you apply.
I just, sorry,
The investor from your company.
I also have investor. I had work, I checked with him whether the mindset okay is and our concepts are there. If the concepts are different, then it is not our piece of it. That's all. One time, right?